So I'm minding my own business, right? I just got some coffee, I'm playing some Apex Legends, getting ready to record a video for the best Legends, ranking from worst to best in Apex Legends Season 4. For you guys. You guys want to see that one. Oh, but all of that would change. It would change so much. As today I would then be faced with something that I'm very familiar with facing on this channel. Cheating. Now, the cheating scenario was a little bit unusual because sometimes when you're looking at a cheater, you expect the R99, you expect the Spitfire, you expect weapons that are very easy to control with a lot of burst that you could just spray and pray for days and finish somebody down. Rarely do you see snipers, but the new Sentinel buff apparently has become made the weapon a very good choice for cheaters in Apex Legends Season 4, and I caught somebody using a very crazy aimbot cheat with the new Sentinel and even charging it up. Now, this is super unexpected and super uncommon for those unfamiliar with cheating, and here is the story of how it took place. But ultimately, the ending would be even more curious, because as I found out that this Sentinel was being used, I questioned his teammates as well, who had some pretty ridiculously high stats. We'll get into that in a moment, and I ultimately may have made a mistake that I need you guys to help with a yes or a no, some clarification in the comments, and what do you think about what I decided to do as far as my reports. Now again, it all started as we were looting a little bit with Caustic, trying to get out of a zone that was very far away. You'll notice there's like only 8 squads left at this point, and nothing had really happened. When you have a far circle that the first circle ends up being very far away from where a lot of people drop, you lose a lot of fights in the game because people just die to rotations, they die early on, and by the time you get to that second circle, it's almost like a top 5 situation, which is exactly what happened here. Now, in Apex Legends, snipers are not something you would typically see as a cheating weapon. The reason is, when you look at cheating in an aimbot, it puts the cursor over where the player is. Usually snipers, and especially in this game, have some sort of lag, and you're shooting over a longer distance, so even if you're aiming at somebody's head, they actually can move and that shot will not work. Your aimbot is essentially not as valuable as if you were using something that was hit scan, or that was, didn't have as far of a projectile range to go, or didn't have as much projectile drop. Now, one of the best things about the Sentinel is that it is such a fast bullet. It's a great sniper to use from distance, but that also means it's perfect for cheaters as well. Now, certainly in Apex Legends Season 4, we've been seeing a lot of speed hacking, and I've seen more cheaters than I have since Season 2, actually, which is when most of the cheaters showed up for me in Apex alongside the end of Season 1. However, Season 4 has slowly but surely started to see a lot more, and I don't know whether they found a new hack or something, but just as we're rotating here around this lava, this is when we start to realize someone or some team is following us. Suddenly, we spot an enemy. What? Yeah, so all of a sudden you look at that and you see 2 headshots in a row. That is the clearest sign that that is someone cheating on the other side, especially with a sniper. The chances of hitting 2 headshots in a row with that weapon in that way, that quickly, with how I was moving and the way that I was about to slide down, no misses. That was the first sign. You then see that he's level 12, and Apex Cheddar obviously is probably not put enough time into Apex to be that significantly good with the brand new weapon in the game. Now, he's got a teammate called Raya, and he's also got another teammate called Binomial. Now, I'm not sure if these guys are cheating with him, but I do know that Apex Cheddar is the one who killed me, the 2 headshots, and I've got to see for myself, but I don't want him to know that I'm actually looking at him. Now, because Apex Legends still allows you to see when people are spectating you, I'm keeping the pace up of trying to spectate the other members of the team and acting pretty casual, not just keeping my eyeballs on him, trying to make him cheat by feeling that he's not someone who's under my eye, so to speak, of looking at to see, wow, that was weird how I died. And ultimately, it's going to create you guys looking at several different perspectives, but just know that when the fighting starts, I'm trying to end up on this Apex Cheddar guy. Another weird thing about this game is that he has 12 kills. This is something that like really, really good players and only every once in a while are going to have in a lobby. You guys might be like, hey, man, Randy, I get 12 kills every single game. Okay, sure. But for a level 12 account, probably not the case. So we roll up, and this starts to be the first time we actually get a chance to see him fight. But because I start spectating him a little bit more, I see him like stop moving. And this to me makes me think maybe he's wary, maybe he's trying to turn off his cheats in the background. I still haven't gotten verifiable evidence that he's cheating from his perspective. Then I notice he's only using iron sights. And yeah, it became a little obvious that he was cheating, and cheating in a very, very big way with this new weapon that is so weird. But as you can notice, he's missing a few shots as well. I don't know if he's trying to acclimate towards some of the projectile drop that does exist in a game like with Apex Legends with snipers, or if he's just missing a little bit on purpose, trying to throw me off since I am constantly spectating him in that moment. The binomial Tom guy seems to hit a few shots as well, and the Riot guy gets a few shots with a wingman, but looking at his profile, I get a little confused because he's got 2,800 kills on Wraith. This would be a very hard account to cheat on and still keep going without constant reports, but he's behaving in a way like, as such an experienced player, he doesn't realize that this Apex Cheddar guy is cheating on his team. You'll notice that sometimes he's pinging things like body shields for him, and he's also like fighting with him, and I don't know if he's trying to keep his space. I don't know what it is, but it feels like they're relatively complicit. Now again, I'm not perfect. I know this could be my own judgment, but that's just the way it looked to me. Like he wasn't acting like, oh, I got a cheater on my team, or let me just leave this game. And this leaves a question. If you have a cheater on your team and you're an experienced player, do you still try to frag? Do you just let that cheater do what it does? Or do you quit the game? Do you say, I don't want to be a part of this? I don't want to look like I'm cheating? Because I think if you're grouped with a cheater, it does feel a little complicit. Yeah, oh boy. So 2 squads finally left in the game, and you can see that Rye is hitting a lot of shots, but it doesn't look like it's crazy recoil, but I'm still slightly suspicious. The Apex Cheddar guy, he landed on a poor soul saying, oh wow, this guy just landed, he's got nothing, he's not ready for me, and then all of a sudden, yeah, welcome to my world, where he just deletes you instantly. Sorry about that, buddy, but sometimes that just is the case when you have these cheaters running the lobby. 13 kills left, and again, the question for me is Raya complicit? Overall, I don't know, and I think this is where I have to see if I can spectate him as much as possible in this final fight in order to make a decision before he leaves. Now, one of the things I've decided to do in my own experience for catching cheaters or looking at people who are on the bubble is to report, and to report just safely, saying, listen, if you feel that you are in a position where this person is doing something unnatural, or in a position that maybe thinks, wow, they're grouped with a cheater, they're all steamrolling this lobby, are they helping him rank up? Is he cheating to get to a higher level? Is this an ult account? What is going on? If you feel like something like that is going on, it's okay to err on the side of caution if you have a valid reason in your mind. This is the final fight. It's up to me right now to see if Raya is actually cheating or not, or if it's just this Apex Cheddar guy. But look at this. So I'm going to play that one over again for you guys, that final section of this video, because that is where I made my decision. I decided to actually go back in time and literally watch him play again. And in this video, I wanted to showcase what had caused me to put that cheating element in there, because I felt that he was snapping to the enemy. Now, this could have been his snap basically because the you are the champion screen one, he was thinking that there was more shots that he had to fill because he also got assistance from his teammate who sniped him as well, who was cheating. So that made the TTK very low, the time to kill lower than expected. So maybe that threw him off. However, the Apex cheater guy using the Sentinel, that's kind of crazy. And I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Have you seen any Sentinel cheaters? This is the first one I've seen. Do you think that guy was cheating the Wraith on the other side, or was he just a good player in a bad situation? And what should you do if you find yourself with a pretty obvious cheater? Hopefully you all enjoy your Sunday a little bit more than me. Back to video capture, and as always, never give up, never stop gaming. Leave a like, comment down below, follow my Instagram, and I'll see you all next time.